Hi, how are you?
Hi, good.
I'm Stacy. What's your name?
Megan.
Hi, Megan. I'm the social worker here at Northern Tier Counseling. Before we get started, I want to go over confidentiality with you. Anything that we talk about in this room stays in this room between us. I won't talk about it to anyone unless you give me a reason to think that you're going to harm yourself or somebody else, and then I have to talk to my supervisor about it. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, did you have a hard time finding the office?
No, the directions you gave me were pretty easy, so I found the door and
Good.
made myself here.
Okay. So, can you tell me what brings you here today?
Well, the court said I had to be here because if I wanted to get my kids back because of my drinking issue.
Okay. So, the court has taken your kids. I read the file a little bit. What kind of issues do you have that are going on at home?
Well, with my kids now more active, I get frustrated and I don't have a job right now, so I've been drinking a lot, and the other day one of the neighbors called CPS on me and they took my kids.
Okay. So, you're having a hard time dealing with some stress at home.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about some of the stress that you're feeling?
Well, my husband is always away on work, not bringing home a lot of money when he does, and I can't find a job, so we have money problems, which is a lot of stress, and the boys are always asking for money to do things, and I get mad at them and say they can't, and I just drink to kind of fight it.
So you're having some financial difficulties at home.
Yeah.
What kind of things do your boys do that make you feel stressed?
They are always like running around and always asking to go places and me to take them places, and they don't understand if I've been drinking I can't take them everywhere, and they don't listen. I tell them no and they'll just do it anyway, and the school is called about them and I don't know what to do.
Okay. So the school's called you about their behavior?
Yeah, they've been both of them have been acting out.
So you're having a hard time keeping them.
Yeah, it makes me look bad when they call, when the school calls.
Okay, so I can imagine that's probably a stress for you too.
Yeah.
So how do you feel right now? You said Child Services has taken the kids out of the home.
Mhm.
How do you feel with them not being there?
I'm sad that they're not there, and relieved that I don't get calls from the school.
So you feel sad and relieved.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about your drinking problem?
I feel that it is an issue, but I don't think it was much of an issue to get my kids taken away.
Okay. So would you like to work on your drinking?
Yeah.
Okay. And what kinds of things do you think you could do to stop drinking or drink less?
Well, I have noticed that I've stopped drinking since the boys have left. I don't know if that, because the stress of them being gone has made it easier, but maybe I could find something to do instead of drink.
Okay. Are there things that you like to do? Hobbies, anything?
I like to garden.
Garden? That's nice. Are you able to garden? Do you have a garden at home?
I don't have a garden at home, but I could if I worked at it.
Okay. So that's one thing that you can do as kind of a coping mechanism. Instead of maybe drinking, you could just leave the house when you feel stressed and go outside and work in the garden a little bit. Do you think that would be something that you could do?
Yeah, I could if I could get my garden together, that would be really nice, actually.
Okay. So the goal for today, until we meet next week, would be to, I guess, kind of just figure out some things that we can do to help you so that you aren't drinking.
Mhm.
And then that will help you get your kids back.
Okay, yeah.
So, is there any other kind of goals that you would like to work on?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay, so that sounds like a good one for you.
Yeah, I'd like to start gardening
Gardening.
again.
Okay, well, let's work on that. Let's see how you do from now until I see you again next week. And next week we will go into a little bit deeper and see if we can come up with some other things that you can do just besides just gardening.
Okay.
But until then, I will see you next week. It was nice to meet you.
All right, it's nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thanks.